And what? Yeah, all right. What time of day is it when we arrive?
I don't
Actually,
know.
well, what was so Bobby can say what time he set the party for, and then each of you can decide what time you ended up actually showing up.
I was thinking this is like an all day, most of the night thing. So probably show up around noon to 2 and then leave like the next day, like
I
noon to
show up at
2.
11.
A.M.
Really?
Go
Yeah,
early.
I'm early. Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
I'm keen, man. This doesn't happen that often in this neck of the woods.
Yay. So, cool.
I'll help him set up or whatever.
Yep.
I don't
I'll
bother with
probably
full.
show up at 2 p.m. or so.
All
Cool.
right. So Caleb shows up at 2 p.m.
Mhm.
Yeah, some of your neighbors show up. The turnout isn't as good as you thought, but then again, it's hard for some people to get out here. But you also notice a distinct trend in the way that these neighbors show up. I mean, you said, this is all day, all night. We're gonna party hardy. We're gonna go to the crack of dawn.
Yep.
Everybody pretty much leaves after dinner.
Oh. Dicks.
In fact, you guys
Drank my
are.
beer, ate my meat, and left. Jackass.
They had lunch and dinner at your place, both barbecues.
Drank twice as much of my beer, ate twice as much of my meat, and left. Jerks.
I mean, they all have legitimate excuses, especially the religious family that needs to have a good Christian night sleep.
Christian
for-
night
for-
sleep. What is that? What is a Christian night sleep?
A drunken
Yeah.
stupor.
I don't even know. My God, the call quality is taking a shit on my end.
Yeah, it's just it sounds like it's just coming from you as well, which is really interesting.
Yeah, I'm getting bad audio from you guys, and perhaps you're getting bad audio from me.
I got good audio from everyone except you.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's just
that's
on
weird.
your end. That's really strange.
Yeah.
Man, if you want, you can rejoin the call. It'll just take a few seconds.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
Then I will come back and finish describing that scenario.
Yeah.
Coolness. But yeah, goddamn, I can't. This is weird. I want
Poor Christian
I'm
night
still
sleep,
Google mapping
man.
I'm like still Google mapping the farm. This is odd.
Yeah, I Google mapped my farm the other day too, man. It was weird. Because everything's still there, like, except the salt bushes aren't there. Some of the
Salt bushes.
yeah, because the earth gets particularly salty, so we have to put bushes in there that will remove the salt from the earth.
Gotcha. Okay.
And or at least from the bore water table they have under the earth there.
All water table.
Bore.
Bore water. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're jerking me off. You're jerking me around on that one. But
No.
bore water makes sense.
All right, Rek, you're back. How's it sound?
Yeah, I'm back. So yeah, they all have legitimate excuses, and they leave one at a time. Excuse me. But the general outcome is at about just as sun is setting and moving into the night, you notice it sort of dawns on you because you're actually having a good time talking, you and your drinking buddy, and perhaps Caleb. But it dawns on you that there's only three of you left, sort of around this bonfire, brewskis in hand, shooting the shit and enjoying the brisk air of whatever nondescript season it is, not winter.
Yeah,
No
there's no
winter.
snow. There's no snow out there or anything.
Yeah, but it's a cool night with a sharp and bracing breeze, and the three of you are just around the campfire. And Bobby, I imagine you might be kind of disappointed that the party didn't pan out the way that you were hoping it would.
It's like, yeah, well, shit. What you gonna do? Crack open another beer, knock it back. I'm like, well, you guys are okay. I don't know you. What's your name? You just showed up out of the blue, but other guys, you guys are good. Like I'm getting like I'm more melancholy than drunk, but it's like, oh well, shit. Maybe
Told you my
next.
name 4 times already, but it's Caleb.
Caleb. So I thought you changed it. Oh well. Oh no, Dave changed it. Dave changed it to Sam.
I'm Sam.
Sam. All right. Yeah. Well, you Caleb person. You ain't so bad. You ain't so bad. So, you Sam. I know you. You just want my fucking beer.
You know me, Bobby. I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah. I know. Shithead. All right. I pet the dogs too. The dogs know when I'm drunk, I'm more cheerful than usual, so they tend to get more excited.
Yeah.
Describe your dogs to me.
Two hun dogs, probably a black or chocolate lab, maybe a yellow lab, but Labradors, retrievers, mostly for
Labradors. Okay,
Yeah.
in general. You got names for either of them?
let me see what I can remember. We had DA and we had Coco.
All right, DA and Coco.
DA was dirty animal, Coco was brown. So
All right,
it worked.
Dirty Animal and Coco.
That's a little better than the dogs that I grew up around. One of them was called Shed Dog.
Shit out.
So I rejoined this thing, and it was good for a little while, and now it's shit again.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, we can persist.
All right, just let me know because getting bad audio from me, and I'm the one doing all the descriptions, if that gets...
the thing is that your bad audio is still pretty okay.
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
bad.
Not amazing, but we can understand you. We can hear you.
I may have to ask clarifying questions from you guys because it tends to want to break out in the middle of words. But anyway, continuing on, sallying forth. Bobby, you had probably a great deal, many more activities planned for larger groups, or maybe you didn't have any activities at all. You just want to get drunk.
Pretty much.
But you sort of find yourself petting dogs and standing around a campfire. Are you playing music, listening to the radio?
We probably don't really have speakers or anything. We probably got a couple of trucks side by side playing the same stations or whatnot.
You're hitting home a little too close here, Frank.
Yeah. You have no idea, man. But yeah, we don't really have like cassettes or stuff, but we just tend to
AM radio, and it comes in and out every once in a while.
The same radio station usually works. No one's really crazy music lovers. We just want tunes.
Yeah.
Fucking farmers.
Kind of just background music, yeah.
Yeah, something in the background.
Hey man, don't knock it.
You'd be surprised, man. It can be fun.
It can be fun, yeah. The old
Shooting
bomb
the
line.
shit, if you will.
Yeah, man. Yep.
So Sam and Bobby, I mean, they're drinking friends. Caleb, you may feel a little third wheelish, but I'm sure you all warm up to each other as the beers start going down the throats. Still, you find that every once in a while the conversation runs into something that both of them know very well and you know nothing about. And you find yourself, looking wistfully across the night air and at the stars and etc. I need a perception check from you.
Oh shit! It gets real right now.
Aliens.
What's he picking?
Two, four.
Okay.
We're just around drinking, so.
So there's
that makes sense.
There's a breeze, a lovely breeze, and it rolls across these impossibly flat fields, and they're so impossibly flat that you can actually see the wind front move across the grasses in the flooded rice fields, if they are flooded. You can see the wind front move in a line stretching out in front of you impossibly, and it's a beautiful little moment. That touches your drunk heart.
It's not hard.
But otherwise, you see nothing.
Okay. Are the dogs notice anything? Or are they kind of just like laughing at her, just like hanging out with all of us?
The dogs are fine right for now.
Okay. Okay.
I don't want to stereotype rednecky farmer types, but is it country music that's playing on the trucks?
Actually, no. It's usually just like whatever top 40s, and it's playing low enough you can't really tell what music it is, but it's not always country.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff that was around the AM stuff was
my dad
80s.
was half deaf anyway. He just needed to hear like something. It didn't matter if it was like Gregorian chant, as long as there was some sort of noise coming out of the radio.
Gregorian chant.
Yeah, he could barely hear.
27 hours of organ playing.
Oh, Gregorian, not organ.
Background.
God damn it, your roommate.
Yo,
Sorry
is he
about
winning?
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so got like just probably some whatever top 40s are at the time. And is this nowadays or is this like a certain year or?
It's nowadays. I mean,
Okay. All right. Yeah,
Yes,
they'll
to the
probably.
point you're playing yourselves, and you're playing, a location that exists now.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
The night continues unabated. Feel free to take any opportunity to discuss how you would go about having this party. I don't want to.
All right. Yeah, kind of like this the night everyone's used. Depends on how drunk everyone is. If everyone's good and shithoused, then the guns might come out, and there might be some. I say this, yeah. I remember we used to pull little bullets out of the walls and shit. So like it would get rowdy. Like it would.
You know what? This is actually you've just reminded me of something that you've made quite relevant. I need everyone to roll to see how inebriated they currently are.
Oh,
So it's sort of like an endurance liver check.
So hang on. So the lower the roll, the more fucked up you are. Is that what you're saying?
The lower the roll that you. Well, no, it's pass fail. So it's the higher the roll, you are not drunk. But if you fail the roll, you're drunk. You're inebriated. As opposed to being happily buzzed, you are actually physically.
Yeah, that's about right for me too.
All right, so Sam, you are in fact drunk.
It's not that I can't hold my liquor.
I got
Frank, you've got a good buzz going, but you're actually
Damn,
still
all
in
right.
control. And Caleb, you're drunk too.
You guys are shithoused.
Until
You
until
sparking
you
my
sober
drinks,
up.
Bobby, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
until the two of you sober up, it's -1 to all roll results.
All right. I'll keep the tongue on the top of my mouth for the next 4 hours, and we'll see how we go.
The hell?
Is that's supposed to be some sort of sobering up quick trick?
It puts blood into your head.
But that doesn't sober you up any faster. It's all about getting blood to your.
Yeah.
Never mind.
It gets more alcohol soaked blood in your brain, I believe. But oh well.
Let's not minutia. When we need to sober up in a hurry, we'll sober up in a hurry.
Coffee machines and whatnot.
Push-ups.
So Bobby, you've described to me that your dogs like to hang out and be petted by you while while you're chilling out. How are they around when you get the guns out? Are they afraid of the guns, or because they're hunting?
They're hunting dogs. They train them when they're young with firecrackers to get used to the bangs, and then they go hunting all the time. Whenever they see the guns, they're excited. That means they get to go chase birds and shit.
Okay.
So when they see that when we get the guns, they're like happy and jumping around, wagging their tails. It's kind of creepy when you think about it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think the conversation, because Sam knows that when everyone's drunk, like really drunk, the guns come out. Whether or not that's a good idea, that's
It's always a good idea. What are you talking about?
so Sam is totally smashed, and he keeps egging you on to bring the guns out, but you aren't drunk yet.
It's like, whoa, it's out of season, man. We start shooting out of season, then the cop's gonna show up, and that's just.
I start kicking the ground. I'm like, we got enough bottles around here.
We got the cans, we got the bottles, but the problem is, I don't know, man. You know how much it costs for that shit nowadays, and you ain't gonna want to shoot 22. You're gonna want to shoot the 357 or freaking Dirty Harry.
I'll shoot 22. I don't mind.
Like I don't know, man. I'm usually okay with you shooting stuff, but probably not this time. I got top dogs.
I ain't gonna shoot one of your dogs. What are you, crazy?
Hey, let me get you another drink. You want vodka? You want
Give me one of those one that the girls were drinking when they were here. I want to try one of those.
Tequila. We got that tequila. It's been in the freezer for about 7 years now that I don't think anyone's ever opened. Want to break out tequila?
That sounds gross. Give me it.
All right. So I go grab the mason jar of tequila that's been sitting in the freezer for God knows how long, next to the bottle of suspicious liquid that has a dead snake in the bottom of it. I'm not making that up, by the way. And then I bring it out there with some cups.
Cups? Well, what is this? Fancy pants restaurant? Give me the bottle.
It's a mason jar.
I'll drink from the jar.
All right, you drink. You first.
I take a swig.
So.
I take a swig, and I spill it on myself, too.
Great. I'm like, well, shit. There goes half of it.
What about you? I spilled a little bit, man.
Oh, wait, what about you, Caleb? You want a drink? You okay?
Yeah, I'll take a drink. Yeah.
You want beer? You want tequila? Okay, I bring both.
Tequila.
All right. So I pour him a slug. I'm gonna stick to the beer just because.
Because you're a gracious host.
Yeah, you know. And then while they're going to the whole booze thing, I'm just checking the dogs, making sure they don't have any more ticks, looking around, making sure nothing weird's going on around us, because
it's a fucking horror one shot. I mean, like.
well, that and there's also coyotes out there. I want to make sure we don't have like stuff coming after us too.
We'll fucking
Give
shoot
me a
him. We'll
perception
shoot him.
check.
We'll shoot him.
All right. I'm actually buzzed, so I'll be a.
Hey, you best.
Yeah, in that instance, you do pass. With a with a 6 on that roll. As a matter of fact, you notice first you notice that your dogs are uncomfortable. At some point, rather recently, they were no longer excited to be out and about. And as you were bringing the drinks out from the freezer in the house, the dogs followed you in, but you noticed that they didn't follow you back out, and that they've been kind of whining at the door ever since you went back out. And that unsettles you, which causes you to progress into looking for coyotes. And so you scan the horizon, and you think you see several mammalian things moving in the distance. In the far distance, shuffling through the grass or whatever, heading. I mean, it looks like they're just cutting across some patch of earth, but they happen to be heading towards you're in the general direction of your neighbor's house.
Okay. Will they what they coyote size? They bigger? They smaller? We talking like rabbits? We talking like bears?
You were looking for coyotes, and you see something, so you're thinking coyotes.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's certainly not far removed from coyote, whatever it is.
Okay. Coyote-ish size.
It could at least be coyotes, and that's what you expected, so that's what it is.
All right. Now, coyotes aren't usually that bad. They don't tend to, as long as the dogs are inside, as long as his dogs are inside, then he'll be fine. It's like, all right. Hey guys, look, coyotes. Maybe they'll howl. Someone give a howl.
Alright, Bobby? We're good, right? We use it on the...
Almost.
We use it on the next hunting trip.
Nah, we don't hunt coyotes. They're gross. I mean, I hate to eat the shit I shoot, man. Those things are disgusting.
Yeah, you stop them from eating other things, Bobby.
So, we got a couple of stray cats, but they just keep the mice down. Most coyotes, they don't. If once they get sniffing around the house a little too close, we shoot them. They don't stay too long. I don't think. What do you think, Caleb? You seen coyotes like this before?
Not too often.
All right. So I'm like, how long ago did the neighbors leave?
Oh, it could have been hours now.
Okay.
I mean, they left. All of them left for various excuses for various reasons at various points.
Okay.
You were already alone by like sunset, and you've been released into the night at this point.
Okay. Well, I mean, they're coyotes out there, and they're not that terrible. They don't attack people, so I'm not too worried about the whole coyotes going towards a neighbor's place. So I don't really go for the guns or nothing. I don't freak out. It's like, hey, pull up a couple of chairs and like just sit around the little fire thing. Hey, screw it. So keep on drinking, keep on shooting shit.
I moved over to the bed of one of the trucks and started like laying in it.
Messily vomiting.
Not vomiting.
Okay, cool. I think if you got like a 1, that might have been a barfing. So, well, but yeah. So that's kind of it. Just shooting the shit, making sure Dave don't choke on himself. Nothing crazy. So grab him some water. Figure you're gonna need it.
I don't need your fucking charity, you piece of shit.
I ain't giving you charity. I just want to watch you dribble on yourself, shithead.
You stick away from me, Bobby. I can handle my liquor.
All right. How's that tequila treating you?
Like a king.
Hey, Bobby, perhaps you could inform me, as someone who has lived on a plain-like farm, how well does sound carry?
Depends on the wind, but you can hear, if it's not that, and there's a lot of wind because there's nothing to block it, For the most part, you can hear. Shoot, I was like 6 or so. I can never. Okay, you guys see the shed in the house?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I usually couldn't hear farther than the shed, that distance.
Okay, but do you recall any times when there was no wind? How far you could hear?
Depends on the noise. Gunshots you can hear pretty easily.
Mhm.
We had one of my dad's friends had his buddy's cannon, like Civil War cannon. We shot that once. They heard that all over the place.
So what about something like a car horn from the nearest main road? Could you hear anything about?
You could hear it. It'd be tinny, but you could hear it.
Okay.
So.
All right. So the night progresses onwards, and you guys are continuing to just have a good time. The fire, you keep restoking the fire, adding more logs. No big deal. It's a really pleasant night. I described earlier to Caleb that there was a very impressive breeze. And you're very used to that, Bobby and Sam. It's a very breezy and windy place. But, thankfully, actually, because it was getting kind of chilly, the wind almost completely dies down all of a sudden. That is you can see in the distance the sort of the haze of sort of fog. You're expecting or you can sort of put it into your minds. There's no perception check for a giant wall of slightly misty fog. It especially on an open plain, fog really does look like a cloud that's just sitting on the ground, because that's what fog is. But a fog is definitely rolling in. It doesn't look like it'll be too thick, so you don't actually think you have to go inside. It's one of those thin ones where you really can still see the same distance as you could before, but everything's sort of hazy.
Okay. Cool.
So the wind dies down, and it may have something to do with the fog.
Fog coming in. All right, I go check on the dogs, because that's little. They don't usually freak out like that, and that seems odd, especially now with coyotes. They tend to bark, but they don't tend to hide and whine.
They've gone to sleep. Another meeting is ending in 10 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what I just said.
Oh my God, really? Well,
I thought
is terrible.
Okay.
All right. Well, when it gets closer, we'll restart it, huh?
All right.
All right.
Cool. So.
Or we can just
the
swap over
dogs
back
are,
to. We can swap over back to Skype. That's not a big deal.
They're sleeping in whatever indoors sleeping
Floor.
that they have.
Floor.
Yeah, whatever place they're allowed to sleep. I mean, they perk up again when you come in to check them.
Got some nice 70s shag carpet in there. Brown.
Oh
stuff.
yeah, so they come in to perk up when you come check on them, but that is about the extent of it. They don't seem
All
like
broken up.
distressed. They just don't want to go outside.
Okay. So, all right. I make sure they got food and make sure they got water, and then I go back out and rejoin the party.
It's not much
party.
Party. Yeah, you guys are chatting.
Mhm.
I don't know. Sam,
grab some marshmallows, maybe a hot dog,
Sam.
maybe a thing of hot dogs.
you're kind of drunk, Sam. Are you a pleasant drunk, or are you maybe a more sort of combative drunk?
Caleb, you muted, man.
You're Sam.
Oh
You're
shit! I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm not much of a pissy drunk. I'm kind of happy, but like I'll say a thing or two. It doesn't necessarily have to be anything in particular.
Well,
So.
given that,
Yeah.
I mean, you've just met this Caleb guy. How are you warming up to him? Do you like him yet?
Yeah, he's pretty
Or at
cool.
all?
I'm a happy drunk, so I'm happy to just chill out with people and shoot shit, as Caleb likes to say.
Cool.
Yep.
I would also be a happy drunk.
Cool.
All right, so you guys are warming up to each other?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get
I
along.
think we spent
He's okay.
all day together,
Yep.
eating, grilling, drinking.
I'm gonna start trying to cook up some hot dogs or something in case you want like a snack, and because I kind of figure Kind of figure, you know, Sam there might need a little bit of food later on because someone can't handle his liquor. But
I'm fine. I'm fine.
flying high.
Flying high. Yeah. And yeah, so
All right, so keep an eye on the fog. Like fog's kind of rare. That's not something you always see around here.
no.
Yeah, cool. Like, how's that fog treating you?
It's not even here yet. You just can sort of see it approaching.
What fog?
What fog?
Good answer. Okay. So yeah, just kind of sitting around, just shooting the shit, talking about random stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Next hunting season, who's planning on buying what tags and stuff like that. If he's gonna be able to get home, or if he's like, I'm trying to tell him you probably shouldn't drive home again, just because there might be a cop out there and just not worth it this time.
Well, like, I don't know, man. Shit. I'll just sleep in the bed of my truck if I have to. Yeah, I'll leave in the morning.
Fuck.
The hell was
Fuck.
that?
God damn it.
I didn't hear anything.
Gunshots. Hey, numb nuts. I smack Sam. No, shithead, we got gunshots. Like, the fuck was that? So.
Just out of curiosity, can you play it again? Just want to make sure if I'm actually hearing things. Alright, I had it that time. Yeah, okay. Very good.
All right. Yeah, just some gunshots roll across the plains. They're quite distant.
Is it any sort of hunting season, or is it out of season?
I mean, it's out of season like you said, but at the
Yeah.
same time, I mean, you and Sam were both considering getting the guns out.
Yeah, but usually we're the crazy ones. So that's like when someone else is doing that, it's like that ain't the crazy shit. Like, uh-oh.
2 lone gunshots ring out across the night.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, let's come on inside real quick. I want to show you the old gun safe there.
Alright. I've seen it plenty of times, Bobby, but
Yeah, but if someone's shooting stuff out here, I want to make sure it ain't gonna be us.
no, that makes sense.
Might as well hit it for a bit then.
So.
Damn party poopers.
Nah. It's alright, I grab out just bolt action, nothing crazy. Actually, no, I go shotgun. Shotgun, bolt action, just load them up. Like, alright, I stand them up by the door. Like, okay, you know, just in case. If someone's shooting at coyotes, they might come around the other way.
Fair
So-
enough. Better be safe than sorry.
Speaking of which, let's drink. Grab another beer.
Drank it.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
You're not letting me a chance. You're not giving me a chance to sober up here, are you, Bobby?
You don't have to drink. I'm drinking.
Well, I mean, you all get to make another sobriety check at this point. If Frank fails, he falls into drunkenness. If either of you fail, it just increases the standards for sobering up later. You don't get any more drunk.
I guess you guys don't need to. Do you guys need to drink or?
They're still putting the beers in their mouths, so they still need to roll drunk checks.
Apparently, now I'm drunk.
Welcome to the party, Bobby.
Yeah.
So I'm no longer.
Yeah, you've sort of upgraded into Buzz. Meanwhile, Frank has slipped lower into.
Like, all right, hey, give me one of them hot dogs thingies. I'm getting a little peckish, hungry.
Hey, man, you cooked them, not me.
Well, yeah. All right, so I, just sitting around eating.
So you guys are back around the campfire.
Yeah.
Oh, are we? I thought. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, there's not
Background
really much TV. There's not really anything else to do. It's kind of just sitting around there, fire, just drinking, talking about farming stuff, new tractors, shit like that. So, who's nothing too crazy. So kind of just watching that. I'm keeping an eye on the fog bank, and listening out for anything else.
Those gunshots definitely came from within the fog bank at that point.
Is the fog bank covered the neighbors yet?
No, it actually gets to you before it gets to them.
Okay.
From the direction it's heading.
All right. Can I see how far into it? Can I see? Is it just like?
It's very hard to like. You can still see all of the lights that you. I don't know if you typically see lights from people's like distant farms or whatever.
Like one or two.
Yeah, those you can see, and you can see everything around them. But for like typically you're just staring off into the flatlands, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And you can no longer see just flatness beyond fog, but any structures or trees, I mean, it's not so thick that you can't see them. You can still see them, but I mean, you can't really make out much in the in the fog.
I'm gonna try to sort of keep my eye out towards where I heard the shots come from, just because, like I said before, usually I'm the one making all the bad life choices here, and like I just someone else is doing it. That's weird. So I'm gonna keep my eye on there. You know, still doing the party thing, but just like So
I'll slow down my drinking a bit too.
I'm just sipping. Like
shaking at the moment.
Now that I got a good buzz going, and I figure if I hear gunshots, like, all right, I'm gonna stick. Now I got a good shit house going. I don't need to barf. So, but
all right, I'll keep drinking heavily.
There we go.
Someone's got to keep this party alive with all the panty pinchers around here. You too. I like shake my
panty pinchers. I see squad cars.
No, but across the distance, and you can even tell what main road it's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
The sound of police sirens, and you can even from the sort of Doppler effect, you can tell it's coming from the police station, or where you know the nearest police station to be, and going down the main road in the opposite direction.
Is it going towards or away from the gunshots?
That might be in the direction of the gunshots. Kind of hard to tell.
Okay.
It could certainly be.
Like that's like, hey, you, Caleb kid, you gonna go with guns?
I'm an okay shot.
All right, you want a shotgun? You want a rifle?
No.
Oh well.
Shotgun. I don't care.
All right, then I grab a box of shells and I'm gonna go. So I've got a shotgun and rifle leaning against the door now, loaded and shit. I'm gonna go rifle, and then Dave, did you want Hey, Sam, you want a shotgun or you want a rifle?
What do you think I want? You tell me.
I think you want. I don't know.
Uh-oh. Yep. We'll be back. Zoom has ended for us, so yeah, we'll be back, guys. I'm sorry about this. It happens, eh?